Hi there, this is Mark Ittleman, speech-language pathologist. Welcome you and welcome to everyone who's kind of tuning in to learn about aphasia, apraxia, and being in the dark. Now you might say, what do you mean, Mark? Being in the dark. Well, everybody pretty much knows what being in the dark means. It means that you can't see. It means you have no information. It means you have no clue what to do. Okay, so that's what being in the dark is. It's a interesting expression. And what I find more and more is that many people, especially families of those with loved ones with aphasia or apraxia, they are really in the dark about what to do. One of the first things that I ask many people who I start working with is, what have you learned? And did you get any specific training for what to do at home to help your loved one talk? And most of them say no. Well, that's a prime example of being in the dark. So what you want to do is you want to get out of the dark and you want to get into the light. So what would you have to do if you're a loved one or a family member of a person who has apraxia or aphasia? Well, you've got to start learning all about it. You've got to start to talk to people, question people, and read up on it. Because if you don't know what to do, then you're just unable to help your loved one. And you could be a very valuable resource that could help your loved one really improve their talking. So you might ask, well, okay, if I was in the dark and I wanted to come to the light, what would I do? Well, as stated previously, you'd have to start a kind of you'd have to get onto a path. And what kind of path would you get on? Well, you get on a path to talk to fellow caregivers. You'd get on a path to talk to at least 3 or 4 therapists. You'd want to get on the path to talk to other family members, especially family members who have loved ones who've recovered speech. I just remember that recovering speech is a term that is a little bit ambiguous, because many people recover speech partially, and some recover speech mostly, and some recover speech almost totally. And that will all depend usually on how severe the aphasia or the apraxia is, the type of therapy, the clinician who's working with you, and of course the motivation of all concerned. So just know that in most cases, if you decide to come out of the dark and learn about aphasia, learn about apraxia, learn what it is, learn how to go about improving it, then you and your loved one will be way ahead of the game. So that's about all I really want to share with you today. Just that if you're in the dark, start reaching out. Start reaching out to as many different sources as you can. Find out about the methods that are being used, who's doing them, how much experience they've had, and reports from family members. The family members will really help you realize what you may want to do to help your loved one with aphasia or apraxia. But you have to learn, and you are the one, the caregiver, someone at home who is usually responsible to do this, because it takes communication, it takes interaction, and it takes study. And that's what it takes to improve talking. Of course, one of the major things to improve talking is to work with somebody who you trust and who can show you exactly what to do. And then you can do that at home, around the clock. So that's kind of a no-brainer. So I'd like to thank you for tuning in today. Down beneath this video are a couple of links so that if you should want to learn about helping your loved one talk better, there are links to our books and videos and other products. And of course, there's also a link to a free consultation so that you can take the time to meet with me and we can discuss what your challenge is and figure out how to go about improving it. So this is Mark Ittleman. Don't forget us to give a thumbs up, and please subscribe to our channel, and we'll be looking forward to communicating with you soon. Bye-bye now.